Hello everybody, it is January 12th, 2022, and I'm going to tell you a story about Localiza. I am here in beautiful Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and it's absolutely beautiful here today. I'm going to tell you a nightmare story. In 22 countries, I've never seen anything like this with a car rental company called Localiza. So I rented the car for 11 days, and this is going to be very well documented because you won't believe what happened. We're essentially kidnapped by Localiza. So I picked the car up on the 1st, which was the 1st of January 2022, while we were here on vacation. I did a complete walk around of the car.
At the airport.
And
just wanted a video.
And it shows that from renting cars, I just went all around the car and videoed the car and everything like that.
This way I don't get blamed for stuff that's not...
Exactly. Little Fiat, standard, little 4-cylinder.
It's not done.
It's fine. Couple little nicks on it, but I get it. And I take the car back to the hotel and parked it for a few hours and continued, then left the hotel and went east. So from there, heading towards the seashore, from there I started noticing some strange things going on. From the check engine light came on, then the air stopped working, but you turn the car on and then off, and then it would start again. So it's not a compressor issue, or it's not a refrigerant issue. It was like a computer issue. Something was going on there. Loss of turn signals. And this was in the evening of New Year's Day. So I figured the next day I would, just contact Localiza, ask to swap the car out or whatever. Never used them, never even heard of them, frankly, but apparently they're a pretty big operation. You're going to love this story. So, no big deal. Some other anomalies with the car. It seemed hard to start. And we stopped the car to look at the ocean, because now we're at the ocean east of Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is where I picked the car up. Now we're in Rio. So at that time, we get back in the car and it's like, nothing. So I was like, maybe it's just bad battery. Let me check the connections, right? So the connection was loose. So I said, bravo. I'm really into cars. I even have a Challenger 4-post lift in my warehouse and stuff, and grew up. I have a Snap-on toolbox. Actually, a Mako toolbox. I'm sorry. So I'm real handy. I've been rebuilding engines since I was a kid and that. So I thought, okay, no big deal. Charge a battery up or whatever, So, all right, try and get a jump. No, it doesn't work. Push start the car. Okay. Push start that. Nope, won't work. So I'm like, wow, let me charge a battery off another car. Nope, doesn't work. Just was like click, click, click. But I didn't run it on low oil or overheated or anything like that. I would never disrespect anyone like that. So contact Localiza. And Localiza says, hey, it's New Year's. It's really, it's horrible. And, we're going to have this, done. Now, I contacted them on the 1st in the evening. So, at that point, I will tell you that they said it would be a couple hours more. Con license. Hold on 1 second. You can pull right here. Aquí. Yeah. So, they said it'd be 3 hours. So I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. So we're in an area that I'm like, all right, all the hotels are, we're full. So I called at 1 a.m. on January 2nd. That's what happened. So they would say 3 hours. So at 4 o'clock, they said that they would have a truck come, and if he couldn't do it, then they would take the car and, get me another car. I had a person that spoke Russian, English, and Portuguese. Very nice man, help. I got to tell you, the Brazilians here, unbelievable, good people. I can find problems with any countries, but I can tell you this, these are really good people here. So at that point, at 4 o'clock, they don't come. Call again, and they said, "Oh, I can't come till, let's see, it was going to be 7 a.m." So then at 7 a.m. they said they'll be at the 7, but the office doesn't open at Localiza till 9. So I said, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." So at that point, I said, "Okay, let me go in and see what I can do here." And at that point, I'm like, at 7 o'clock, they don't show up. So then at 8:20, I decide that, hey, I'm going to let the police know that this vehicle's in a no parking area, because it's not allowed to be at this parking area. So I said, to the police, what's going on? And my my Portuguese is not good. My Spanish is much better. So I said, hey, this is what's going on. They call the police, and you get transferred. You're on hold about 30 minutes, talk to 4 different people. It's not my department, yada, yada, yada. And, standard kind of stuff. But I'm 53, and I can deal with it. Then they said, oh, well, you have to sign papers, and we do inspect the car. I said, inspect the car? I said, I didn't do anything to the car. I said, but I have it all on video anyhow. I have lots of different videos. So at that point, I said, okay. So they hang up on the police. The other policeman calls back, and I have this on video. It's recorded. Please let me record it. They were very, very nice. Again, great police officers and whatnot. And I got to tell you, they didn't come again. Police called back. They were furious. They were absolutely furious. So I'm getting in the cab, and I'm going to do the whole video here. And at that point, I said, what are we going to do? So I said, this is really, really crazy situation. Again, I have everything on tape and video here. So I'm going to show you that I have video of the police. I have video of every possible thing you can imagine as this progressed. I have, I think, 9 different videos here. The police. So here's where this gets very interesting, because guys aren't gonna believe this. So, and I have the photos of the police all behind the car and the red lights on, and the police talking to Localiza and everything like that. So the issue is this: they tow the car, private tow company. I have no gripes with these folks. And then after that, we get in the Uber, right? Now I'm dead tired because I didn't sleep all through the night. Now, with the greatest respect to the Brazilian people, this is can be a dangerous place to be, and I say that with the utmost respect because I really like the Brazilians, and I like the country. But I got to tell you, we didn't sleep. There was no hotels. There was hotels all around, but they were completely full. It was like a tourist area, not international tourists, but domestic tourism, and I just didn't sleep, so I'm completely out of sleep. And at that time, I said, wow, this is crazy. So the Uber guy that Localiza is supposed to take us to the Localiza office. We get in the car, fall asleep. Guess what? I end up 215 kilometers north. Roughly, let's say 150 miles north. The Uber driver, who is very nice, said, okay, pulls over to the side of the road to dump us off. Not at the Localiza office, just on the side of the road, not in the city. I said, what are you doing? No, we're not getting out of the car. I got all this luggage and everything like that. And I'm carrying quite a bit of money because I'm going to a charity event. Which is why we were heading like, I to a different area. So I'm trying to explain to him, like, what's going on? Where's Localiza? And he said, no, I'm supposed to take you here, and you can't alter an Uber's driver thing. I said, you can't do this. And, like, he's like, what are you doing? Localiza calls him while I'm talking to him. And the Localiza guy is saying, how come he's not at Localiza? And he said, oh, this other supervisor or somebody at Localiza told him to take us up here. 3 hours north. Now, I have my GPS locator on my phone activated, so forget anything I say. I'm going to back this all up. After he goes to dump us off, the guy feels really bad. Again, good person. It's not the Uber driver's fault. This is all Localiza. He takes us to the city, and he's like, I don't know what. I said, listen, you can't just dump us off with luggage. I mean, we look like a target. So I asked him to take us to the police station. The police station explained what happened to the policeman. He was not happy at all. Not with us. He got his help right away. I ended up paying, I don't know, a couple $100 and getting a ride to Rio. We were in the middle of nowhere, 3 hours south of Rio. I had booked Localiza through booking.com. They said I had to go to rentalcar.com. Then they said that I can't open a case until after the contract is over. I contact Localiza. I may as well talk to my cat. They finally answered and said, oh, we're so sorry. It's not the standard we expect. We're going to give you 2 free day rental. I got charged for 11 days. I used the car for 13 hours. And ended up 150 miles north of where I broke down. Dropped off in the middle of nowhere. Some people said, you can sue. So it's just not what I really want to do. I just don't want the headache. I don't want to do it. We are emotionally drained. Scary, very scary situation. To say it was traumatic, I think is a drama maybe. But I will tell you that if you use Localiza, you're taking your lives in your hands. I mean, we could have really easily been hurt getting just dropped off like this. How can you tell someone just to drop us off in the middle of nowhere? This is absolute insanity. So with the utmost respect to the Brazilian people, I have to say again, they were really kind. Every single thing I'm saying I can substantiate, from my GPS positioning to the car. The car, we did nothing wrong.
This is us leaving the car in the exact condition it was given to us.
And by the way, I want to say this also, that Localiza said that we're not allowed to leave the car. That we have to stay with the car. Oh yeah, that's me with... Can you see that there? With the police behind? Yep, that's the police. Yep, and I have us recording with the police. So I just don't want anybody to say like, hey, that's not true, this never happened, anything like that. And yeah, you just go around in circles, but basically you can't just kidnap people. You just can't. And what's the definition of kidnapping? I mean, they imprisoned us in an Uber. I mean, and I'm not saying they gave us just a ride. That's fine. Hey, that's great if they did that. But where was my rental car? And I get the delay. I'm not even upset that the car broke. I mean, that's not a big deal by itself, right? Like, yeah, it hurt our vacation or whatever like that, but not by itself, it's nothing. I just want to document what's going on with Localiza. I have retained an attorney because I can't get anywhere and I'm not paying for 11 days. And there's got to be some changes that happen within this company. If you rent from them, I'd stop quickly, because you can just break down. Again, not a problem. You can break down anywhere. But if they're just gonna not respond, and then they're gonna say they're gonna take you to Localiza, and then they're gonna drop you 215 kilometers in a different area and say get out of the car. And again, I gotta tell you, that Uber driver was traumatized. I thought he was gonna cry, and I mean no disrespect. Quite the opposite of that. I offered him quite a bit of money to continue going to Rio, and he said, I can't. My wife, le falo un poco português, todo te tiempo habla diferente idioma, so I can communicate all the time. I'm speaking a different language. My Spanish I speak every day. It's not perfecto, but it's enough to certainly get by. But anyhow, beware of Localiza, be very careful, and I hope this gets some media attention, because something needs to change in the law for consumer protection, and I just want the best for other people if they use any rental car. But there needs to be some compensatory damages, punitive damages in this thing. And for me, I'll donate the money. I don't care about the money. Money's not my motivating factor in life by a long shot. All right, God bless you, and that's it from beautiful Brazil. Bye-bye.